What's going on, guys? My name is JB. In today's video I'm going to be explaining the number one hack that you could be using for your window cleaning business when you're actually running meta ads to make sure that you don't actually waste any money and you start actually seeing returns right away. Now, the main thing, I'm just going to get straight into it. The main thing is honestly just using something that is already proven to work. So I see so many times with other window cleaning companies, they just go off based on their own intuition, what they think is actually going to do good. They put up some random picture, a before and after picture. They put up some random video, for example, of them just cleaning, no context, no nothing. That's essentially what they're doing, right? If we're being 100% real. And if we're being completely honest, like nobody has really gotten successful from these types of ads before. At least from what I've seen in this specific industry, nobody has ever gotten successful from this type of stuff. And that's why it's super important that you don't actually do this. You don't go based off your own intuition, and instead what you already do is you look at what is already working inside of this industry, and then you improve on it, you iterate on it, and you adapt to what the current market actually needs and to whatever location that you're currently serving. That's the best way to actually do this. And most people aren't actually going off anything proven. They're just going off of what their intuition is, and because of that they don't get results, and because of that they can declare meta ads dead. And that's essentially what I was doing in the beginning, except I was actually getting good results because I was already going off a little bit of a proven process from before, from just other industries that I had researched as well, right? Like car detailing and whatnot. I was going off, okay, what goes good for that, because I was kind of involved in that industry. But even still, like generally, I didn't really have a process that was kind of proven. I was kind of just going off my own intuition. And essentially what I had to end up doing was I already had to just test out a whole bunch of stuff, just create a whole lot of variations. And that entire process, it literally took me 2 months of just spending money, just seeing what works and just iterating on it. That entire process literally took me 2 months to actually get down. And it literally took me 2 months to like figure out something that actually works. And this is not even something that most people do. Most people, they literally fail at the very beginning. They try something out, it doesn't work because of course they're not using something that is proven. They're just going based off their own intuition, and then they declare meta ads dead because it just specifically hasn't worked for them, right? And because they think that, for example, if the world just revolves around them, they put the problem on something else that they can't control themselves. And because of that, they don't put themselves into responsibility, and they essentially just declare everything that meta ads or whatever is dead. And you don't want to be like this, right? You want to actually follow something that is already proven to work, and this is not something that most people do. So specifically what you guys can actually do is you guys can go into, there's something that's called the meta ads library, and you can search up, for example, like window cleaning or whatever you guys do, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, whatever, and just put that into the search tab, and you're gonna see what people have already been running as ads. Now, you don't want to go off based off of what people have been running for example, like 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever. You want to go all the way down to pretty much like the ads that these guys have been running for like 6 months, for example, or 5 months or 4 months. Because if they've been running these ads and they're still on for like 4 months, then of course that means that it's working, right? They're doing something that is like profitable, it's doing very good for them, and chances are that if it's working for them, it's probably going to work for you as well. So you want to kind of model off what they kind of do. You want to model off what kind of went good for them and how they're kind of winning inside of this industry. So that's exactly what I did. That's specifically what I did. I was pretty much just going kind of like a lot of you guys as well. I was just kind of going off based on my own intuition and just seeing what works and just testing stuff out. And while that was good, my main overall boost in my progress just came when I actually looked at what other people are doing and just modeled based off of that and made my own twist. That's when I actually started to get really good at meta ads, specifically for my own window cleaning business. And that's specifically when I started to get a much lower cost per lead. I went from around, I think it was for one specific ad, I had around a $13 to $14 cost per lead, and that's in my currency. I'm in Canada, so in Canadian dollars it's $13 to $14. In American, I think that's around $10, which is still pretty good, honestly. Like, it's still good. But I went from that all the way down to around, I think, $7 in Canadian, which is really good, which is like I think $5 American per lead that I was getting. And these leads, they were decently qualified as well. I have an entire process as well, like on my YouTube channel, where I actually show you how to get these types of leads as well, and how to actually make sure that they're qualified. So these leads were like decently qualified. I was getting them around $5 American a day, which is really, really good. So That's essentially what I just did. I just looked at what is already proven and I just iterated on it. That's how you win inside of this industry. You want to find something that is already working and just make your own changes, because the path is literally all paid for you. You want to, and you don't, and let's say if you go off based off your own intuition, you're going to have to do all the testing by yourself, and your chances are that you're probably not going to be able to find anything that actually works, right? In my chance, I did get a bit lucky, but for most people, that's not going to be the case, right? Because if you're not doing this, you're just missing out. And with that being said as well, like when we're talking about proven processes and whatnot as well, I mentioned it briefly, but I have an entire process that I specifically uploaded for my own business on how I was able to turn 2.6k in ad spend into around 16.5k in booked jobs. Before I was saying like it was 16.9k, but one of the clients actually became it was like a $1,000 job, but he actually ended up becoming a $650 job. So I don't really have that much flexing power anymore, I guess, but I guess it's like around the same number. But I have that entire process uploaded. It's going to be in the link in the description. I uploaded it completely for free, and you guys can actually watch and copy like pretty much exactly what I just did and just make your own twist on it. This entire video we've been talking about using proven processes. Now is your chance. You have an entirely proven guide that is literally uploaded just for you that you can follow, and you don't have to go through the same testing BS that I had to go through when I was first starting out. So with that being said, you go check that video out. And on top of that, I also work with people one-on-one as well on commission. You guys don't have to do anything, right? Just like make sure that you guys watch that other video and you'll get all the value from it. But just in case if you wanted to, I work with people on commission basis, and on top of that, if they don't receive results, I send them whatever money that they spend on ads that they actually wasted, right? I haven't actually had to do that yet, but I'm just letting you that is something that I do. But with that being said, you guys don't have to do anything. If you guys are interested in that though, just feel free to hit me up on IG. My IG is going to be in the description, DJB032. But at the end of the day, I want to make it clear, you guys don't have to do anything. Don't message me, whatever. Just feel free to do it if you guys really want to. The main thing is that you got value out of this video. You guys will go watch the other video and actually learn for yourself how to actually implement this, so then you guys can actually make a whole lot of money. With that being said, my name is JB. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.